Hey y'all, really quick. So you might be dealing with some type of situation or something with your transition and you're trying to figure out, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? This is my advice with anything in life. If you feel like if you make a decision and for the rest of your life in your mind, you're always going to be wondering, what if? My advice to you would be, maybe you should have did that. Maybe you should just go ahead and do it. If you feel in your mind, something in your heart, something in your gut is telling you that you got that what if in your mind, you're like, but what if this? But what if this happens? And what if this? I'm saying like good what if. So like say you need to make a move somewhere, right? Or even if it's a relationship and you're nervous, you're fearful, right? Because the enemy wants you to be fearful when God presents us good opportunities. He wants us to fear them so that we don't do them. So now you're fearful a bit because maybe you have to travel somewhere, or maybe it's more responsibility and you feel like, it might be just a little bit too much work for you at the moment, whatever it is. And someone is trying to offer you an opportunity or whatever, or someone wants to offer opportunity to become like in a relationship. If you get the going and you thinking about this thing, right, this opportunity, and if you keep going back to what if, if you decline this opportunity, more than likely you probably should accept the opportunity. Because if the opportunity really wasn't for you, you would not be thinking like, what if? You would gladly just move along from the situation. You know how like men, like they might find someone that they really feel that strong spark connection to, and it's like that love spark, but because they don't really understand love, they don't really get it, right? And because they're fearful, this might be a new relationship, something new, they might be fearful of it and they don't take it serious. Or they decide to leave or abandon a relationship because they're fearful of it. But now, like through the years, they're thinking back about that one person, that same girl. They're like, damn, what if I would have just stayed? What if I would have just, oh, thank you, Holy Spirit. What if I would have just did, just the bare minimum until I felt comfortable to start doing more? Like, what if I would have just took the leap? What if I would have just took the risk? What if I would have just did it? I really didn't have much to lose. Like, what if I would have just did it? I should have just did it. If you're getting those, then you should have just did it. That's the point that I'm trying to get here. If you're getting those type of feelings in your gut when you're like, what if, then you should have just did it. You probably talked yourself out of it because you were fearful of it, because it was something new brought to you. But if you can't get it out your mind and you're constantly telling yourself, damn, what if I would have just did it? What if I would have just moved? What if I would have just accepted that opportunity? What if I would have just took the job? What if I and that's just keep going on in your head, baby. That's because you might have chose wrong. You might have did the wrong thing. You might have made the wrong decision. Because if it's something that like you ain't really should be doing or tapping into, it ain't going to be just always sitting on your mind like that. It's like God is bringing that back to your attention for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's in your spirit for a reason. You feel me? So like before it becomes too late, before you make any big decisions and stuff like that, make sure that whatever you do, you're not going to be like years in later and you're like, damn, I should have just did it. What if I would have just took the risk? What if I would have just took that opportunity? What if I would have just did it? I was young then. I was free. I was able to do it then. What if? If you keep getting that, then I'm going to encourage you to, really try to make the right decision when it comes to this, because you don't want to be that person that's like, damn, what if? They're looking at life now and they're just like, but what if I would have went that route and did this and this and this? You want to be someone that really goes with their gut and do things. You want to take risk. You want to be open to new opportunities. This is how we grow. This is how we elevate in life. And if the devil knows that you're fearful when it comes to these new big steps, this is what he'll do. He'll persuade you to do the opposite, and then he'll torment you in your mind where you're always like, damn, what if I would have went and just settled down and did that, and now you're just thinking about it over and over and over again. It's because, baby, you was probably supposed to do the other thing. You was probably supposed to commit. You was probably supposed to take that opportunity. You was probably supposed to take that job. You was probably supposed to go to that school, go wherever it was, but you was a bit fearful, which is normal. We all get scared at times, but you're supposed to push through it. You're supposed to ask God to give you the strength so you can push through it. You're supposed to ask God to give you the clarity on the situation so you know what's the truth and what he wants you to do in the situation. You feel me? But sometimes we make choices so fast out of fear, and it's not always the right choice. It's not. So you want to make sure that you're making the right choice so that you're not living in regret of what if? What if I did this? What if I did that? That's why if you're talented or you have anything that you want to do, you just should do it. You should just be exploring and trying things, showing off this and showing off that, getting your groove with this, getting your groove with that, mastering all your trades, because you don't have to just stick and conform to one thing. Try them all so that when you become a certain age, you're not looking back on your life like, what if I would have just went out and tried that? Or what if I would have just did this? Like, how my life would have been if I did that? If you're still on that, how my life would have been if I went this way or did that, your life probably is not the way that you intended or wanted it to be right now in this moment. Catch you on my next video. Bye.